And we are live.
Good evening. It is Monday, the 10th of November, 2025 at 6 p.m. And we are now starting the Community Engagement Committee meeting for the Village of Gulf Manor. May I get a roll call, please?
Certainly, Ms. Mayo,
Here.
Ms. Chesser,
Here.
Dr. Fisher,
Here.
Ms. Thomas.
Here.
I guess we don't have to excuse anybody. That's great. Have you all had an opportunity to review the agenda? And if so, I'd like a motion to set and adopt it.
I motion to accept the agenda. Did I say that right? Okay.
Can I get a second?
I second.
And without
Aye.
objection, there we go. All right, we don't have anybody registered to speak. Have you all had an opportunity to review the meeting minutes from the October 20th meeting? Can I get a first for that? No?
I think I did, but I don't have it. I will make a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Can I
I
get a-
second.
All right, Ms. Wade. Can I get a aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Couple of reports, pretty much all old news other than the elections. We had the elections Tuesday, November 4th. 5 of your current members of council, namely Dr. Mena, Ms. Gwen, Brittany, Zach, and David will all keep their seats. Brett L. Barron will be the new member taking my seat. He was a write-in. Ms. Gwen will give us the latest update on the Little Free Pantries, and you can do it, or I can do it, Dr. Mena, since you don't have your laptop, giving a update for the website. So Ms. Gwen, you're up with the We Thrive report first.
Okay, let me see. We won't have the next We Thrive meeting until this Wednesday at 1:00. Yeah, 1:00. The Ohio State University cooking class ended October the 28th. Council on Aging Diabetes Self-Management class started November the 6th. This class is scheduled to go through December the 18th on Thursday from 5:30 to 8. For every individual who completes the series of the classes, Recreation Commission receives $50.
All right, and on to old business. You want to get a latest update on the free pantries? You don't have to read it all, just.
Okay, so the latest of the Little Free Pantry is it had gotten moved.
Yeah.
It's moved to the new location on Tiffany's property now. And we don't know when the second one is gonna be. We're still working on that one. And the mayor wants to have a ribbon cutting on Sunday, the, 16th?
Yeah, we should probably put that in the minutes, Dan. I guess we're officially announcing it.
But I'm gonna ask everybody if they can make it on that date.
Okay,
If
so
not,
we'll
we'll
say
have to move it.
Okay, so tentatively scheduled for the 16th.
Right.
He gave a time too.
He said after 12.
After 12, okay. All right, so we'll confirm with some folks. to
Do we
make
want to
sure.
put at 12 or after
We'll
12?
just say after. So, as of the last meeting, I think that pantry was on the wrong side of the property line, so we just
Right.
moved it to the correct side. So it's essentially the same location,
Right.
just moved over.
So it's technically in the village now.
Correct.
Yes.
It's technically-
Previously, it was in the wrong property and it was in the wrong city.
Yeah,
As we moved it over
Thanks.
2 lots.
Yeah.
It was, one lot is City of Cincinnati, owned by Gulf Manor, the other one's actually owned by Gulf Manor and in Gulf Manor,
Okay.
and it is currently in that lot.
okay. I didn't know there was a lot that Gulf Manor owned that was on the Cincinnati
The City of
side.
Cincinnati, yeah,
Okay.
that's where that line is.
Right,
That line is actually only lots in the City of Cincinnati. So being that we passed the legislation for the Little Free Pantry to be in Gulf Manor,
yeah,
it would have been a little interesting for us to put that pantry in the City of Cincinnati with
Yeah,
totally different laws.
yeah.
So the appropriate place was for it to be.
I didn't pay attention to that sign. I just looked at the tree.
Well, no, there is no sign. The Gulf Manor sign is gone. That needs to be.
I thought they
removed.
said,
There's a court sign, like
I
a
thot it
blue-
says Cincinnati or
That's
something.
true, that's true. And
But I didn't see that sign when I was
Yeah, I
up
don't
there.
actually, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking more you can kind of tell based on the road.
Yeah.
Where the road is paved and looks great is Gulf Manor.
I
And
didn't
where
even
the
look at
road is not as paved and doesn't look as fabulous
Yes.
it is.
I was looking at the
Humble
trees.
brag.
Right.
I was looking at the trees. I ain't thinking nothing about the road.
Right.
It's very complex over there, so.
Well, I'm glad we got it moved.
All righty, and so on to the village website, if you wanna give it, can you read that?
There we go.
Yeah, look at that.
So we had our mini committee, and the objective was to write and publish our RFP for a new website. We had a couple of proposals that came in, and we reviewed the proposals. We chose a vendor called Cold Blue. He gave us a couple of tiers. We chose the silver option, which we then put forth to finance, who approved the I don't know, motion, what do you call that? Approved the recommendation.
Yeah, I said accepted our recommendation, but yeah.
So they accepted our recommendation, and we plan on using ARPA funding in order to fund our new website. So we're getting started to work on that project.
I don't guess you have any details more?
So he's reached out to me, he asked me about next steps, I asked him for an official contract.
Okay.
I think that was on Thursday or Friday, I have not gotten that contract back from him.
Okay,
But my goal is to basically allow community engagement to kind of drive that.
Mhm.
So if it's a mini committee, or if you know, if you don't want to do it, if you want to leave it up to me, that's fine. It would be helpful for me to have kind of a list of things that, I mean, obviously the RFP, but anything outside of the RFP that this committee or mini committee would like to see
Yeah.
accomplished, I would want to make sure that I have that in a written document so that I can
right.
make sure that that makes it amendable.
I'll make sure that, I'll lead that with the help of the mini committee.
Okay,
And then maybe we'll just keep this as a recurring line item for community engagement and just give some sort of update once a month on what we've done, in the mini committee or with, actually read them at the JCC, I want to say yesterday. Cool. Seen that in a while.
yeah, so happy to be whatever liaison necessary, I'm happy to fulfill that role, just, you know, website design is not my box.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it, so I
We'll
definitely
know,
appreciate any
we
direction.
like it, we'll know it. We know. So yeah, after that contract and, whenever there's like some kind of kickoff meeting or something, let me know so I can invite people.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
and that can be flexible, it doesn't have to be like, you know, I mean, if it works better for during working hours, like first thing in the morning, what, like, that also works, it's really whatever works better for you all. It can be flexible.
And I guess that's, really it. I've put some new business, setting some goals for next year / council, if you guys have any thoughts on that. Talked about maybe some AV stuff that might fall under executive then.
What was it?
The
AV, I'm sorry, AV, yeah.
uh-huh.
So that was, yeah, we did receive a proposal, that was on Mr. Hurst's desk the last time, this was discussed, I think it arrived back in May. But no further discussion has come from that. We've not really put out an RFP for AV upgrades. Typically, these are the kinds of things that you can do in-house. But, you know, from what I've understood and worked with different companies in different capacities is you want to get a low voltage company which specializes in these kinds of projects, and then they hand it off to your internal IT person, right? So they give you a clear contract price. It's not an open-ended when the IT person gets around to it, which some of the issues that we've had in IT have been, we overload him with projects and then he doesn't say no, but then projects don't get finished. And there's just all of these loose ends. Whereas if you engage in a low voltage company or another separate company, this is the project, this is what we want, here's the scope of work and this is the cost, and then they hand over all of the back end stuff to your IT department, which is, that's how I would prefer to move forward with it.
Okay.
But again, that can be a conversation for a different time.
Okay. So, yeah, what do you guys want to see done what do you want to come out of community engagement?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing. The website was a big one.
Yeah, which was a huge accomplishment. I think that's going to be some ongoing work also. I think that the thing that I'd like to see next alongside with the website is improving our communications with the community. So utilizing all those notifications and those, that option, why we really chose that silver tier was because of the communications pieces. So developing those a little bit more so that we have a cleaner system for communication.
That's fair. And I do, that's something else too, think that when we're close to launching, we should put out postcards and really try to like
Pump it up.
get a lot of,
Might-
it's like, for sure. Like advertise it and say like, these are some of the features that are coming with it. Like, this might be your last postcard because guess what? Everything's gonna be accessible online, so.
So we'll do like surveys and everything else online, because that's something we need to continue with, as families move in and families move out,
Yeah,
just making sure, we're doing we're acting in the way that the community wants us to act and provide them the things that they want.
Unless we give them a survey, they say they prefer the postcards, like a survey on postcards and not online. That would actually be kind of funny.
Hopefully they use the online thing so we can get more people in some of these classes.
Yeah.
How many people are so far in the council on aging class that started?
6,
It's 6? Okay.
just 6,
Is that, how many of those are new people from the last council on aging class?
all of them.
They're all new?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. That's great.
We could only get money for the people that's just their first time taking this class.
Oh, wow.
So none of us have really taken this class.
Oh, so it's new for this class?
Yes.
Okay, got
But it's still new people.
it. Okay. So how many?
These people are from the cooking class.
Uh-huh. So but the previous council on aging class that we are supposed to receive some money for, are any of those people, did any of those people come back for this class?
Just one person, Dixie,
Okay.
and me. I don't know if you can count me or not. Yeah.
And everyone else is a Gulf Manor resident?
No,
No.
that's what I'm saying. These are people from other residents.
Oh.
But we still get money for them because they're taking a class at Gulf Manor.
Interesting.
Yeah, that OSU Extension cooking class
Yeah.
that had like 14 people. Apparently, there was a lot of like non-Gulf Manor people
Right.
that came.
Some people came as far as Westwood.
Wow.
Yes, because I put it on next door,
Uh-huh.
and I'm getting more people for going on next door than I'm getting putting it in the Gulf Manor thing.
Right.
I mean,
That makes
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
what
sense.
else to do.
Broader. Well,
Go
that's a
door to
broader
door,
network.
knock on doors, and say, "Hey, look."
Don't go to next door, keep doing the way you're doing
Yeah.
it. But people have multiple ways of communication.
Right, but I'm just surprised that people in Gulf Manor is not taking advantage of these things. I mean, I don't know what
They're tired
else.
when they get off from work. They're tired, they got their kids, they got homework. People don't want to come. I just.
Okay,
saw
even
somebody
if I put it in the
recently
middle of the
started
day,
She just started
still wouldn't
laughing.
have people.
You said what now?
Even if I put it in the middle of the day,
Yeah.
I don't
And they're
think,
working.
so it's a lose-lose thing. I just gotta depend on people from other neighborhoods, I guess.
I mean, if you have a set goal of 15 people, if not, then I would just let it grow. And the people that are coming to take advantage of the classes.
And that's what I do, the people that I get from
That's all
class,
you
like
can
the
do.
cooking class, I give them the information, here's the next class we're doing.
That's all you can do.
So if we want postcards, is it too late to get in the budget for,
No, definitely not.
okay, so,
Definitely put that in.
I guess maybe just request that we have to actually go through finance if it's gonna be wrapped up in the budget, but basically give community engagement. It was $1,200 last time, is that right?
I think it's safe to put it at 1,500.
That's fine, I wasn't even gonna say that, cause I think we got a little discount too, since it was late, but we can say 1,500.
What is that we're gonna come out? If we do the postcard, when is it coming out?
We're around the launch of the website. We'll use the postcards to like market the website essentially.
I have a motion by Ms. Mail to include $1,500 for postcards, promote the website in village appropriations.
Yes.
Okay, do we have a second on that? Okay. Okay.
And with that, everybody, aye.
Aye.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think what's good about the postcard is we can maybe get some of those things in the early part of the year that are gonna be in there
Yeah.
until that website gets up and running, actually.
So, yeah, I think like, this previous postcard we had, like all the council meetings on one side for the summer schedule, then we promoted a bunch of rec stuff on the back. we should probably do something similar, like, so one side is just dedicated to promoting the website, and the other side is whatever you guys, it could be advertising events or
So there-
otherwise.
There may be an opportunity to work, we're trying to get through Hamilton County planning. They basically have agreed to give us an in-kind, services to build a plan for North Weehee.
Okay.
There was, I think, pretty robust idea, something that kind of came out of a short meeting between me and the mayor of putting a basically mixed use office space / restaurant incubator / like event space.
Yeah.
So I worked with somebody from Alloy, his name's Dan Ferguson, he's our officially, he represents Gulf Manor to the Alloy is like the county planning development. It's a little bit confusing to me because there's like 3 different departments that are all very similar and
Yeah.
do similar things, but one does grants, one does the actual planning. And it would be, the proposition is basically like an 18,000 square foot event space.
Yeah.
Which would have offices and conference rooms upstairs that could be available for rent,
Nice.
like on an hourly basis.
Yeah,
So for people who wanna work from home, they can just go there. People who wanna hold meetings, they can go there. People who wanna have an event on the main floor, they have it there. And then restaurants can rent, basically a stall. If you've ever been to I think it's the East Market in Columbus. Is that the East Market? It's awesome. They have like 40 restaurants there and everyone rents a stall. And I mean, for us, it wouldn't be that big, but it gives a restaurant the ability to rent a space where you can bring in your own restaurant equipment. You don't have to pay for like the whole overhead of a building, right? And you come in and you have your vendors, you have a place to sit, which is free, but then you also have the place upstairs, which you can
Right.
rent and, hold meetings or
Actually,
Something
I
like
like
this
that
building
idea.
here?
it would be,
Some of North
it would
Weehee.
not be for municipal use. It would not be like our
I mean, but
office.
is this building you're talking about?
No, this would be a
Yeah.
new construction
Over
on
there?
North Weehee, yeah.
Yeah, I love that, the flea market that was there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because it was built and it had all the little spaces and cubicles for people to use, so I do like that idea.
This would be more like but an indoor. I don't know
Right,
how-
no, it was indoors. Do you remember that?
it's before my time.
No, it was indoors.
I don't know.
All the vendors were
Part time.
indoors and I wasn't disappointed when somebody purchased it. I mean, somebody purchased it for trucks and stuff. But there was a building there, it was a flea market and you came in, they had all the little cubicles, not probably as nice as what you're saying, but people rented these spaces.
Right.
And so, different things, but, I think Norwood has something like that. where-
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
They have like a factory
Factor
52.
52, yeah.
So this would be a Gulf Manor size, something like that the county has indicated that they would help us basically build a plan for. And it's something that we would look at as like a long-term development for that space where it does generate some revenue. It's an event space that residents can use, let's say figure out exactly what the policies are on that. But basically, part of that grant application is a community engagement piece, which they have indicated would be a very important part of that in order to get the plan kind of finalized and that Hamilton County puts their stamp on it.
Nice.
Once they put their stamp, then they have like vendors and they have different people who can help us build it.
Okay.
And as long as it's not municipal office space,
Right.
we're not using it, the police department's not using it, that no one else, this is like a
Can it be a
community
rec space though?
So, yeah, I mean,
Like
that's,
Rex, like
I would,
manages it?
I would think so.
Okay,
I mean, the managing aspect, I think it has to be something that rec has access to and can use, and it's like, that's their baby. But
Okay,
at the end of the day, my understanding is that generally speaking, stuff like this has to be managed officially by employees who are
Okay.
actually responsible for those things.
okay,
But again, I don't think that's a contradiction to what you're saying.
right,
I just think that it has to be structured in a way where
okay,
it's for the public, it's not for the
Okay,
village municipal offices.
right, understood, okay, okay,
so
So
we'll get all the revenue.
the revenue can go to wherever
Right.
it's determined. If the revenue is to go to rec, then it should go to rec. Like, that's all stuff we'd have to
actually, I like that idea, like that space. I remember bringing that up even for like having vendor events or.
Yeah, so I
Because
mean,
even
all of that
loading
can
and
be done
unloading
there.
can be a pain, but
Correct.
it's like, they could just easily park up to it and load and unload and
Correct.
have a space and, yeah,
How far does Gulf Manor go over where the dairy used to be? We own that lot over there or no?
One more time?
Do we own the lot where the dairy used to be, where, the restaurants are over there or no?
Yeah.
Where does our line
Behind
end?
T-Mart.
Where does our
Behind
line
T-Mart?
end?
Basically that, the
little-
overpass.
The
Yeah,
next,
All
uh,
the way to the overpass?
used to be a restaurant there
Before it
and
gets to Roseline. She's asking where that boundary is.
So it depends on what side of the street you're on.
right
If you're on
behind
the
T-Mart.
T-Mart side of the street, it goes to the tracks. Is that what you're
So
asking?
when you turn
Yeah,
the
that's
corner,
what she's
that's our
asking.
side.
So when you're on
When
the
you turn the
T-Mart
corner,
side,
we're on the left, we have the left side, but we don't have the right side,
oh, we have the right side, but on the right side, it goes past the tracks.
where
And it
the,
goes-
where the storage place is.
Where a storage place is, and then where
Oh, they got that
there's a
little.
driveway
Yeah,
there
yeah.
that goes all the way to Section, and that's been closed off because of the Peterman bus. But that's a whole section between Losanaville and Section Road on the west side of the tracks. That's all Gulf Manor.
Yeah, I forgot about that. If you look at the footprint of Gulf Manor, for the most part, it's a rectangle, but then it has this little like antenna that sticks up, and that's what you're referring to,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's what I'm referring
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
So we officially don't have any streets that go through that area.
yeah,
That's all privately owned, which makes it complicated,
okay.
but that is all technically Gulf Manor.
I'll have to just drive down one day in the daytime and see. Yeah, because I can't see well at night.
Okay, so it sounds like a big goal might be connecting with Hamilton County and trying to come
So
up with this space.
I'm working with them already. And
Okay.
Good.
We put in for a grant application for $35,000.
Okay,
And so they,
that's not enough for a building.
well, for the
Okay.
plan.
Oh, okay,
So we put in for that grant, there were 11 applicants, which they said was a record number. And they fund the top three. We
okay.
were number 4. So what he told me, and I'll talk about this more in full council in a couple of weeks, but basically he had said that, the number 4 and number 5, they will always offer an in-kind, services through the county because it was a strong application, just, there were stronger ones.
Yeah,
But that they would do that with, in kind, and then they can give, like the Hamilton County Planning and Development or the Alloy or whichever department it is,
okay,
will give us the, kind of stamp of approval that this is a project that they have helped plan and approved, and, I mean, it's a Gulf Manor plan, but that they've helped us flesh it out, and it's, almost as good as getting a private firm to do it.
I wonder how theirs was stronger than ours, because we've lost a lot of businesses here. Lots of them. I would
know.
love to know.
I don't know.
To putting
I,
us,
I don't know if they published the full list. I think they just sent us an email that we didn't get it, but that we got the in-kind. I'm sure they'll publish a full list.
yeah, then we'll have something to work on next time.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I guess we don't need it if
Can
we
we
do
apply next year? We apply next year?
of course we can, but again, we have to have a project. And, I mean, we're not Indian Hill, and we're not Madeira, we're not, we're little tiny Gulf Manor. We don't have that many spaces that we can develop. But the county felt like this was a good program, and it's something that we could grow with, and they were very positive, so.
That's exciting.
So yeah, in terms of the community engagement, I'm just saying that's something so that we could include on that postcard, that there'll be, advertising, there'll be some sort of town hall or something where, to
Okay.
get community feedback.
Okay. Good. I forgot that was how we even got to this.
Yeah, sorry, that was really great.
And do you have anything you want to contribute to regarding the goals, Ms. Lynn?
I just need to know how to get more people interested in things going on in Gulf Manor.
Right,
That's what I'm having a problem with.
I mean, that's.
I can't go door to door.
Community engagement, right.
You could go door.
I mean, I could go door to door, but they can lie to my face, so, I mean, it's be in the same spot, so
Right.
I don't know what else to do.
Hopefully, the website just
I help out.
will help, a lot of stuff. Okay, well, with that said, announcements, we're not having a December meeting.
Really.
So for the foreseeable future, I'm assuming as long as no one has had any significant objections, the meetings will switch to Tuesdays in 2026 instead of Mondays. There are fewer exceptions. Basically, there's with all the legal holidays, with all I went through the calendar a couple of weeks ago at this point, and looking at Mondays, depending on which day, you're talking about anywhere between 3 and 7 exceptions. That means you're gonna have more wrong days than correct days.
Right.
Whereas if we switch to a Tuesday schedule, where the first Tuesday is gonna be committees and the third Tuesday is gonna be actual council. So the third Tuesday, for council and finance, there's no exceptions except for the December meeting. And for the first Tuesday, I think the only exceptions are April and the summer session, which we always shift anyway. But it's a much more consistent schedule.
Right.
So as long as you all don't have any problems with doing Tuesdays, I will continue that recommendation that we shift to Tuesdays. And
Yeah,
then the
I
next
can never
meeting
do a
would be,
Tuesday.
I'm sorry,
I can never do a Tuesday, I'm working the evening.
you can never do Tuesdays,
Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, but never a Tuesday.
never a Tuesday, okay. Okay.
Don't look at me, you know I'm.
Okay,
It's my
And I mean, I could probably even be on Zoom, I could try, but, you never know with the nature of our job.
No, of course.
We're gonna be able to sit someplace for an hour
of course.
to get to Zoom.
Okay, so I will bring that to, again, whoever ends up running this committee, which I don't know who that's going
Yeah,
to be,
the mayor's gonna have to.
that person will be the one to drive what these.
I mean, if I can get somebody to cover, that would be great, but, so you're gonna recommend it's what, Tuesday of the month?
It'll be the first Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
And let me just pull, it's actually all on the website. I know that's not the
Would you
easiest
like
thing
me-
necessarily to find, but if you go on the website, it's the first post is the schedule of meetings for November 2025. Go to the council packets, and then, I mean, there's like a couple clicks to get there. I can probably simplify it. But, yeah, it would be the first Tuesday of the month is always executive and community engagement. And the third Tuesday of the month is council and finance.
So all of them are changing, yeah.
Right. Because again, with the Mondays, because of all the legal holidays, it's every year we deal with this where
Yeah.
when is the meeting, we don't know, and when's the exceptions, and then with all
Yeah, I
the
have the
Jewish
same
holidays.
issue, planning at work,
It's
everybody,
crazy.
yeah.
So
everybody.
with all of the holidays, with all of the exceptions, and we're knocking out Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, because nobody's meeting on those days. So we have Mondays through Thursdays. Of the Mondays through Thursdays, which is just over half the year, like 200 days, 93 are days we can't do.
Yeah.
So that's where I looked at it and said, I think Tuesdays make the most sense. But again, it has to be something that everybody's okay with, and whoever runs this, I mean, the likelihood is I will not be available on those nights if we're switching to Tuesdays, and dedicating more than one night every 2 weeks is kind of
Right.
asking a lot. But it doesn't mean that the committee cannot meet. We can set up the stream. We can set it up where I can take the minutes based on the stream and put it out afterwards, as long as committee members are not opposed to that. But again, we don't know who's running this committee as of December, so that'll all have to be fleshed out.
Okay, so, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Ms. Gwen
Oh.
first, who wants the second?
Second.
Ms. Phyllis the second, without objection.
But if I object,
And then we're gonna vote, we're gonna roll call, why not?
Roll call. Last meeting, and then-
Keep it spicy. So I guess that's everybody.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.